listening to the Space Police Podcast, your weekly source for all things Destiny.
Hello and welcome to Space Police Podcast. My name is Chris Puner, and this is episode 2. I'm joined this week, as it will be every week, bar any sort of emergencies or otherwise, by Mr. Cody Nidham.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Not much.
Oh, okay.
Excited to talk more with you lovely boys.
Oh, thank you. Flips hair, blushes. And Sky Fitch.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
I am glad to be back.
Are you? Good.
I'll be back every week.
As am I. All right, well, welcome to the Space Police Podcast, where we talk about nothing but Destiny, and by nothing but Destiny, I mean we talk about other shit as well, because you can't tell us what to do. So this is episode 2. We're still getting the hang of this. To those of you that have given us some sort of feedback or otherwise for how our show is doing, or what you thought of it, thanks so much. We appreciate the feedback. If any of you that did listen, that didn't get a chance to voice your opinions, want to impact the show at this very early time, feel free to send us an email to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com, and we would welcome any sort of feedback you might provide.
Give us your attention, please.
So anyway, Sky, why don't you give me a rundown on what happened in Destiny this week for you personally? Did you do any sort of like spectacular achievements, any fun stories since last we spoke, or?
Well, I've been doing pretty much just PvP right now, or the past week or so. Been trying to get on trials, but I don't have 2 other guys to help me out here.
I'm really sorry.
And this guy,
Chris, he's playing at me.
Chris. Oh, he goes ahead and does trials without me.
I'll get around.
And you got to the lighthouse, though, right?
No, I didn't. No,
I thought you did.
No,
okay.
I didn't. But that didn't stop me from getting spectacular stuff out of it. I'll talk about it when I get there. I've already told the 2 of you this during the week because I couldn't contain myself. It's a reason to hate me.
Well, I also got a few new pieces from Shax's secret bounties that he has, I guess. And I got that new chess piece.
Okay.
You remember when we were watching that video of that guy doing like the dash?
Oh, in the
doing
air?
shoulder charge and dash?
Yeah.
I've got it. It's the chess piece.
Guy was running me down on this in
What
a
does
party
it do?
earlier. He's
Wait,
so excited.
When you're in air, you double tap B and you can dash any way you want in any direction.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
It's sick.
Yeah,
I just got it today and I'm just so happy about it.
What's it called?
Twilight something. Twilight.
Let us just pull up the Destiny companion app.
Of course.
Well, while Sky's
It's
looking,
a tool.
While Sky is looking that up, was there anything else in your week, Sky? If you can multitask.
I'll stop for a second. Nothing really, I guess. Weapons Day was today. Didn't get much out of it.
You still do that?
I do.
Do
because
you?
Sometimes I do have some good stuff. I think
Like
the only thing that is useful to me right now is pulse rifles.
It's all like 280, right?
Yeah, but I easily level up with all the stuff I have. You can always upgrade it. It's not a big deal.
Oh, that's true.
And plus, if it's for PvP, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, just... that's pretty much it. Just doing a lot of bounties and finishing off missions for my Titan because I'm getting her up there, and she's now 301. I got her to 301 the other day. Yeah,
nice,
so
nice,
I'm ready
nice,
to raid with her.
Without any shared equipment, or with shared equipment with your main?
Actually, you know what? No shared equipment at all.
Oh, wow, because I always move my guns around.
Yeah, I do
move
too.
My
If I would have moved around a couple guns from
like
my
your Malice
hunter
and
or anything,
stuff,
yeah,
and-
definitely raise up. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Okay, cool. Thanks. Go ahead and look up that chess piece. But in the meantime, Cody, how did your week go, Destiny-wise?
Destiny.
Sky already found it. I'm sorry.
I did. It's
What
called
was
the Twilight Garrison.
it? Okay. All right. There you go,
It
kids.
is
at
an
home.
amazing chess piece.
Okay.
The
I'm sorry, Cody.
Twilight Garrison.
I got it
Hey,
at
it's
290.
You got it at 290.
Oh,
people.
I'm sorry. I also did get a new ship. A
Oh,
really cool Crucible ship.
what's the
Crucible
ship?
colored ship, at least. It was like the
Crucible
blue and
colored? What's the Crucible
like
color?
red
no
and
the
white?
no the blue and lime green.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
I know
I'm
what you're
talking
talking about. The ones you buy
yeah.
from the Crucible
Yeah.
Quartermaster
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shaxx. Yeah.
But
Yes.
it looks like a fighter jet. It is awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
actually, I'm
Really,
pretty
really
sure I've
cool
seen
looking.
that before.
Yeah.
Not that I haven't seen someone have it, but like going through like the ship catalog, I've seen it.
It is a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool
it
ship.
totally, it looks like a stealth jet kind
Yeah,
of thing.
it
Yeah,
does.
it's
That's
pretty
really.
sick.
I was excited about that.
Still really badly need a new ship. I don't have a single cool ship.
Oh, you never got the
I
the
really
black
want to.
spindle one or whatever.
Yeah, the one you get from the black. No, I still need to.
Well, you didn't
still
even
need to
get
do
the,
Lost to Light,
the
yeah.
Hildian Seeker from the
No, I didn't.
that thing.
No,
we got.
that's
Me
what
and
I was
Chris
saying.
got it. That
Yeah,
sucks though.
It's because we need to go through that again when I have the key from my Titan, so I can get that shit. Because
the ship.
both times,
I was
yeah.
like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? The blue
for
one.
those,
The blue
yeah,
one.
for those
Mhm.
who have no idea what we're talking about the ship you get from the
Queen's
Reef.
Wrath. Well,
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's
It is a
two.
Queen's
There's
Wrath.
another one that you get that's
there's two
identical
of them, yes.
to
but
it.
it's like it has like
Is
a
it a
different
different-
color.
It's
to
a little
it.
different color?
bit. Well, the one that you get from the
It's the light blue. Yeah.
from the arena
Right.
has a shimmer to it as well. It glows.
Oh, really?
Uh.
Like the Kingslayer shell has like that weird like glossy thing where
Yeah.
it's the same sort of deal on that ship. Because I was looking really close at it, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my ship?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why.
assuming
That's what it is.
differentiates from the one that you buy for like literally 19,000 glimmer.
Yeah, a ridiculous
You need a
amount.
flight token to buy it.
And you need to have rank 3 with Queen's Wrath or
Oh.
5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What else, Codeman?
My week. Let's think here. Nothing too crazy. I did get something that I guess I'll just save for later.
Oh,
That will
jeez.
touch down.
Okay.
on. No, it's. Well, I
Is
mean,
it pertinent to our conversation later on in the evening?
let's take a quick look here. I thought we put it down in the note. Oh yeah, there it is. The news.
Okay. All right, cool.
You'll find out later, guys, and by later I mean 5 minutes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends on how long I blabber on.
That's
for.
true. Other than that, really, just
Huh.
casual. I got to play with some friends who recently started playing some kindergartens. Yeah, I guess the most productive thing I did with my week was pretty much run down Destiny in a summary to 2 level 12s. Just broke everything down on like just the tower, how the perk trees work for your characters, how legendaries and exotic work
Yeah.
in terms of how
Yeah.
you upgrade them, and how you can't do stuff like that with like legendaries and rares, and how like you need to keep your rares even though they are rares. Get like when you get the high level ones, make sure you don't just delete them because they're rares. Pay attention to those.
Yeah, because
Those-
you can use them to
those
infuse
defenses,
your
yeah.
legendaries and shit. Yes. Yeah.
Pretty much mostly just some gear
Teaching.
beefing.
Just teaching.
Teaching.
Anything over
and I beefed up.
295.
I beefed up my
and
Titan.
higher,
My
I keep.
Titan's raid ready.
Mhm.
My Titan's passed the threshold to be able to participate in King's Fall. So
Yeah.
All right.
I'm playing Defender when I do it though. I'm not gonna do Strikers.
You're gonna
Halo
play
5,
Defender?
Halo
Defender
5
class.
Spartan all the way.
Strikers.
Yeah.
Yes. Master race. I'm with you.
Master-
I'm with you.
Awesome.
Shout out to Master Chief, my man,
My boy, my
boy.
inspiration. All right. So my week then, I guess I'm the only one left by process of elimination. My week has been a little bit slower. I played a little bit of Destiny, just enough to do Trials of Osiris with 2 good friends at the show, Aiden and Dylan, and we had a really good time. We did almost 2 full runs when we went like 5 and 3. Though we didn't finish. We got like I think 3 and 2 or whatever. But it was pretty much just enough for us to finish our bounties. And let me tell you, even though I didn't get to the lighthouse, I did walk away with some pretty good things. The crown jewel, of course,
Yes, there it
being
is. Yes.
from my silver tier.
Fuck you, Sky.
Reward was a level 310 Midas multi-tool.
Fuck you, Sky.
Oh, I hate that
I
gun.
know.
Get out of here.
Sky hates that gun.
It's- oh, I hate
every
that gun.
fiber of his being.
me every
He just screams.
It's not that. It's
Fuck
just
that.
it's
What
so
the
easy
fuck,
to
dude?
use. You just shoot twice,
Dude,
and it's like someone's dead.
Oh my
I fucking hate that gun.
It's not shooting twice. It's like 3 headshots. Maybe
dude, I've died from like 2
First,
headshots. But
for a
Mm.
scout rifle, that has a real good rate of fire.
it has a really good
fantastic.
rate of fire. The
and the
recoil's
range
also
on it is
really low.
crazy.
The range is really good.
And then
here's
You
the
can even
kicker.
you can even kick down that range a little bit, but beef up that impact with one
Yeah.
of the
Oh, no,
scopes.
the impact
It's
is-
very
yeah.
it's very minuscule. It's a very minuscule bump, but
It's enough.
Yeah, nonetheless, it helps.
The real not saving grace, but the selling point on the multi tool is, well, it's an exotic, first of all, so keep that in mind. Secondly, it has inherent bonus to movement speed flat, not agility. It's different. It's just straight movement speed, and therefore it is a Striker Titan's wet dream.
Not also to mention that you can put the +2 agility perk on there well.
It has it. Yes, you can stack those motherfuckers. And
you
skies everywhere cry
just
run around their diapers.
You just let's be a striker hunter. While you're at it,
pretty
you
much
run around
because Titans are already faster than any other class because of the way that it works.
Just give me the last word and I can prevent it.
Are you sure? Are you positive? Mm-hmm. I think I've been moving too fast for you to shoot me.
Well, if I'm the hunter,
I'm like Sonic the goddamn Hedgehog.
I'll use evade all the time with Hunter, and I'll be able to
see. But you've been playing with shoulder charge, right? Like, you know how it kind of like homes in a little bit. Like if you just click it and you're generally going in the direction, your character will like fly and knee them in the face.
Speaking of kneeing in the face,
oh yeah,
fuck that guy. We'll touch down on that later.
Yeah,
we'll
be getting to it. But yeah, no. Trials of Osiris is a lot of fun. We were supposed to raid last night, but I ended up closing at work and stuff like that, and so Cody and I made our show notes instead. I'm sorry, Sky.
I got tired.
I called him, and I felt so bad because I couldn't tell if it was because you're tired, but you sounded so sad.
I was tired.
Because this will be the first.
Asleep.
Because tonight also we were going to raid after the show, but the multiplayer servers for Xbox are down right now. If people at home didn't know. But
yeah, I can play.
Like, by the way, we play on Xbox One. I don't think we ever mentioned that. Not PS4. We're Xbox people. But yeah, the multiplayer servers are down, so we can't even raid tonight. And if we don't raid, hopefully we'll be able to do it this week. But like, let's just say for some reason that we don't raid this week. For Sky and I specifically, because Cody's missed a couple of weeks, but Sky and I have not missed a raid week together.
That'd be really
for almost like 2.5 months now.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I didn't realize how long it had been until I started thinking, like, oh, shit.
Yeah, we raid every week.
Yeah, it's nice.
At least once, but
sometimes twice. We'll do it again. It'll be fine. We'll get it done before the week is over. Anyway, that's it for my week. Just, minus multi-tool and stuff. Let's move into the news section, and the first thing is going to be, well... I'm sitting with Cody last night in his room, and I'm desperately trying to look up news, and I come across this thing that I think I read a long time ago, but I completely forgot about. Apparently, Bungie had said that they're not going to put out a new update until sometime in February. So why the fuck am I even looking? It's not there for me to find, pretty much. And they actually went further on to say that most of the developers that are working on the game won't be returning until the 21st of this month, and it's only the 13th today, so it's not going to be for a while. And then hopefully when they get back in the office in like February, when we get a big update, hopefully we'll start getting more news to talk about, like patches and stuff like that. But more importantly, some more input and insight onto this whole Destiny 2 deal, which I hesitate to bring up with us because I don't want us to get caught in speculation too much. Maybe it'll be a Hall of Guardians question in one of the upcoming weeks, but let's avoid the topic for now. There's just pretty much a gigantic rumor mill, other than Bungie basically confirming that it was happening.
It's a tiny whisper for,
I mean, they pretty much said, yeah, that's going to be the case, but they didn't say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, news is pretty much barren this week. But one thing I did want to talk about, because Cody and I had talked about it, and Sky can't talk about it at all, other than how sad he is that I want to talk about the new recruiter friend system. I'm sorry, Sky. I'm sorry. It's Cody and I have been fortunate enough to have people in our lives that have recently taken up Destiny during this time in which we were very, very excited about the game. And we got them to do the recruiter friend system with us. So this being a newer system, I kind of wanted us to collectively talk about it. And then Cody and I can anecdotally share some experiences. So first of all, actually, Sky, as the person that has not had a chance to experience it firsthand.
Yes.
Can you tell me what recruiter friend is, first of all? And secondly, what sort of impact do you think it has on the game?
Well, of course, recruiter friend, you have somebody. I'm not sure how that really works, though. Do they have like a code for it?
Yeah, you send them a link.
You sign
in.
Do you do it? You sign in on Bungie.net.
Online, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Through Bungie.net.
And then you just go to the recruit a friend thing, and it literally just has you
It links
copy and
your
paste the
accounts.
hyperlink.
Okay. And then it.
So you can, you email it, text it, whatever, send it to your friend online.
And
Any
then
way
get
you
it
can get
through
it to
the
them.
mail through the game
And on their end,
for the emote and
what I did with my friend was that, because I did it all on my phone, because we were sitting, because it was real late, or I guess technically I should say early, because I was going to go to bed, and then I saw he was online, and I was like, oh my god, he got Destiny, no way.
Yeah.
So I hopped in, and then I got sucked into another like 2 or 3 hours of playing Xbox, and I'm like, oh my god.
That happens.
It's like 6:30 in the morning.
That happens.
Shit. But yeah, you can just go online. I copied and pasted it and sent it to him in a text. And from what I understand, it's simply that they probably just click the link, sign in. It'll take them to Bungie.net, and they sign in. And then from that, it links your 2 profiles.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't know about that. But did you say, or did you ask what I think about it?
Yeah, I want to know well, first of all, yeah, sure. What do you think about the program? Secondly,
I think it's great.
well,
of course.
what sort of impact do you think it's going to have on the game? Like we never really talked about this at all to any length, and this is actually a big thing because they've had this for games like World of Warcraft, which I know you're familiar with. We both are X probably eventually will recur World of Warcraft players, and they had Recruit a Friend on there as well. So like, what sort of thing does this bring to the
Quite a lot of
game,
games that have
the
Recruit a Friend.
community? Yeah, it's a popular idea, but
It is
Destiny
great.
specifically, impact. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I wish I would have done this earlier with you guys. I wish they had it earlier for me to do it with you guys.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool. Because
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
I mean, he got me on the game and everything.
Oh my
but
God,
we
if you and
just
I had that
recruited so
together.
many people in this, yeah. But I honestly think it's really good because like this is a very social game. The more people, the more fun it is to play everything else. So
Well, it's a social game, but at maximum, you're limited to tight groups of people of 6.
it's very true.
You know?
That's yeah. I
And
wish it
only
was
in
more, but-
specific things. You can't even patrol with 6 people. You have to patrol with 3
Yeah,
at maximum.
I mean,
Which kind of still
yeah.
blows my mind a little bit.
it does. Yeah,
It's weird.
I mean, like you can't even like join up with them because it's all different phases, and
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
so you won't probably see them.
Right.
if they
It's
go on the
probably
same
just
planet.
due to the infrastructure of the coding and how that game
Oh,
works
yeah.
like that, Which is also, by the way, one of the leading reasons why they think that they're jumping to Destiny 2 so quickly is that they can, use a fresh set of developer tools to help better suit their needs and stuff like that. But sorry, I digress. But like, Recruit a Friend, I'm sorry, you were saying very social game, it helps out and stuff like that. But there's another important point, and I want to know specifically, Sky, your opinion on this, is that people talk about, because Cody and I have been through year 1. We know, you played a little bit, didn't you, during year 1?
I beat it, and I beat it with single player, the whole PvE thing, and then
Right.
I
But
sold it.
But as the person that has played the most amount of MMOs, probably sitting at this table right now. I'm assuming a lot, Cody, but I think that's the case.
Yes. Sky, it's a safe assumption our friend Sky Terrence Fitch here is the master of MMOs between the 3 of us.
That's yes. I don't know about the 3 of us. Maybe, probably.
I don't know. He's played a lot too. So,
but
I mean, Chris has played
between
a lot too.
There-
For me, at least. It's a safe assumption.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So the introductory tools and how to use the systems and the lack of like clarification for story beats, motivation, and stuff like that. There were a lot of problems that people had with year 1 Destiny. Just the infrastructure in and of itself, like the storyline. We're not even talking about gaming mechanics because the one thing the game definitely had going for it was the shooting mechanics. It's a tight shooter. It feels great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that kept people hooked until they started to backfill and go back and fix all these story things and make the Taken King a very story driven sort of objective, So with
so-
Recruit a Friend, people were
good.
saying their main argument that they were like, oh, this is a good thing and this is also a testament to how bad part of the game was built, is that they need people to basically teach people how to play their game because there is no suitable tutorial mode or any explanatory tools built into it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I
we
didn't even
find
think
something
about
out
that.
new like all the time. Like at
Yeah.
least once or twice
Yeah.
a week,
I
I
mean,
find
but-
something new.
Yeah, let alone just from playing with you guys, the amount of stuff I've learned about this game, just shitting around,
Right.
just shooting the shit, doing whatever, and
Well,
you
that's
just
the
learn all these
benefit.
things, all the little things that aren't outwardly advertised that you can do, like exotic quests and
Yes.
just like little things you pick up that it's like, oh, you get this quest and you look at the symbol and don't think twice about it, but then 2 weeks later, you go back with some new knowledge, and then you see like, oh shit, I have an exotic quest. What the fuck am I doing? I need to go get this shit done, son.
That's the benefit of having an ambiguously built game, is that there's constant sense of discovery, which is so exciting.
It's great.
It feels
I love
natural. Yeah, it's great.
Love
But the problem is that early adopters, you lose about half of them because some of them go, oh, this feels broken. Oh, this feels empty. I don't know what I'm doing here. I was one of those people. Cody was one of those people. You were also one of those people. So.
I'd say I put a lot of time into it. The year one, I played it a lot. The thing that made me walk away for a bit until I got my Xbox One was my lack. I never once played it with a friend when I was on 360.
That's how it was for me.
That's the same thing for you. We had this
Yeah.
conversation because you had it for PlayStation 4 and I had it, or you had it for PS3 and I had it for 360.
I sold it.
And
I had nobody
year
to
one,
play it with. So.
especially being year one, just because like the leveling system itself and stuff like that, because it's like it doesn't take you that long. You capped at 20. It was the most odd like ranking system I'd ever encountered. Really,
Yes.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
With the light
especially
levels and stuff?
with the light level pre like Taken King update, because
You would hate World of
you
Warcraft.
hit 20. You hit 20. Or was it 20? No,
So
it was,
much
I think it
It
was
was
20. It was 20.
It was 20, and then light
And
level
then-
up to 26.
And then your level was white. So your experience level, it was white. So everything 1 to 20, it was white. And then you built your experience, or I guess, I don't know, the number used to represent your so-called experience.
Yeah, basically
so to speak.
whatever your combat power
Just you
is.
had to get your, you had to get armor. It was all based on armor. It didn't even include the damage of your weapons. The weapons weren't factored in for your light level.
Right.
It was exclusively armor. And playing by yourself, you have significantly less options as to where you can get decent armor.
Your opportunities are slashed, not even in half, but by like a multiple of 10.
Yes.
You have
And that's
literally nothing to
I
do.
spent
Crucible, maybe. And it used to be shit. Crucible was
Yeah.
not what it is today.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I spent so much time playing that game by myself because I did think it was a fun game, but I just had a lack of friends who continued to play 360 at that point because the Xbox One had been out for at least, I'd say, over 1 year, and 2 probably at least.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure, but playing that game by yourself, it was fun because it was a new game, it was a new experience, and half the reason I bought it was because I bought the digital copy, so I would have something for the Xbox One when I did get it.
Right.
But I pretty much played it. I could have played it more because I never really made I never made alt characters, but I tapped my warlock as far as I could go at that point, and it was just so unrewarding at that. Like you got 20. I remember it was 28. I was at 28 light level. It was my, the yellow 28 next to my name that you couldn't move until you got better armor, and I couldn't raid. Or, they did not have like the same like rewarding strike system and
Right,
stuff that they had
right.
too. A lot of it was just grinding with no payoff in the end.
Right, and there was no reward for a solo player. There was no point.
Playing by myself, I got 1 piece of legendary armor. I had a single piece of year 1 legendary armor.
Yeah.
It was like it's like Asantzu something. I don't know. It has like a rating of like 130 now. They're total garbage. It was crazy for me back then. It was the craziest piece of armor I had. But it was just some legendary boots that were complete bullshit.
Yeah.
So here is where the genius of Recruiter Friend comes in now. Let's bring it on back.
Yeah.
Because all of us were lamenting about how painful it was to play as a single player alone.
Mhm.
So, what better system to implement in your game that is still using largely, especially at the beginning, that content that we just talked about being not as much fun alone, and encouraging people to not only play together but get more out of it together as well, because there are also rewards like shaders, like sparrows, all these things, increased leveling, like all this stuff. It's genius. They don't have to rewrite the beginning of the game. They just have to right the wrong that some people had. Give a suggestion for the choice that was made that made it less fun. Do I play alone or do I find a friend? Not only now do you want to find a friend, you want to encourage your friends to play with you and join you as the experienced player, and you're encouraged to teach them. It's neat.
Yeah.
Very-
And not to mention, all they really need to do is throw in one not even necessarily useful, just one thing that looks really cool that people want because it's an exclusive. Because it's an exclusive, and you're like, oh shit, I need to find some chump to buy this game so I can get that sparrow and that shader.
Yes.
I love that it's easy to get to 40 now. Like, they made it a lot easier, but the thing is, the end game is where it's at, though.
Yes, exactly. That's
where
makes
rating
up
is
for
competitive PvP
so much, because a lot of games aren't like that. They
No.
don't make it so easy to get to max
Well,
level.
And then,
it's been kind of the trend. Even World of Warcraft went to that. World of Warcraft even went to that sort of thing. I mean, the leveling process is largely for you to learn your class.
I mean, you got
They
heirloom
give
gear
you
and
your
stuff.
spells.
You get heirloom gear too.
Yeah, you get your well. That's for later on. Like, you're not gonna get your heirloom gear on like your level 1 person.
that's
It's
true.
the fresh account or whatever. But the leveling system is largely to learn your class, right? Learn how to play what you're doing, because then you're gonna go to, in World of Warcraft and with Destiny, a group raid situation, and it's in your best interest to understand what you're doing, even for your points.
yeah.
We're not even talking about raid mechanics at this point in time. We're talking like, if you're in WoW, your DPS class, you better know what your rotation is. If you're healing, you better know what all your spells do.
Oh, yeah.
Where's your cleanse? That sort of stuff. Where are your
Warcraft's
cooldown
a little
heals?
more intricate.
It's a
when
little
it
bit more
comes-
intricate, but it's in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, Recruiter Friend, I'm sorry. Let's wrap up this conversation. We've been talking for a while. Yeah, but Recruiter Friend is a really neat thing. The two of us Cody and I have had some fun with it. I had a buddy. He's still playing. I got the shader and a couple of other things out of it. By the way, the way it's split up is that you basically go to the speaker in the tower and you collect a quest, and you have to do certain things with them. You have to do a story mission together. You have to take them through a crucible. You have to do some patrol missions. It's these sort of things. They stack up and stack up and stack up. They create situations where you where
do you get anything for that though?
Yeah, you get a reward for every single step.
Yep.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, that's how they split up the things,
but
like
not,
shader,
not
sparrow.
the featured ones though, right?
No, yeah, you get the feature ones. The first thing that you get after doing one story mission with them is the shader. Is the infinite
okay.
leak.
So you do have to work for the refer friend.
The
prizes
sparrow
or
ones.
whatever.
The stuff,
Whatever
all the rewards are attained through the quest. I guess either
That's
the
really
separate
cool,
quests
though.
or
I like that.
I guess you
That's
could
a good idea.
say
Yeah.
they're.
I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was just you get it like in the mail.
No, it's
right
tiered.
away.
You have to earn it.
Yeah,
That's
they're like
awesome.
And by
it's like
earning it,
pretty much like sub quests.
That's a-
The whole
that's a
quest
really
being
cool idea. I like that.
completing all these objectives with your friend, and then
Yeah.
each sub class because
And-
you get the speaker ones. You get one from Amanda Holiday for the sparrow.
yes, but like.
Speaking of that one mission though.
Let me
Okay,
finish
we'll go to
first,
that.
and then we'll
Okay.
go to that, because
Okay.
that stuff is weird. We talked
It's
about how weird it
weird.
was.
Yeah.
But like, they give you these rewards, and they're for specific things that you do, and it encourages you to teach these people that you're with. Like the person that I was with, I had to explain to him what patrol missions were and why we were doing them, like what that deal was. And I have never had so much fun patrolling with somebody until you're like, all right, now we gotta shoot all these guys and collect all these things that's gonna fall out of their pockets because somebody wants them. And they're like, that's weird. Okay, fine. There was a point in time where he had to scout like an area in the Cosmodrome, and there's like one of the further areas where the tank spawns on that upper ledge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like a couple of
Yep.
buildings and stuff. And you know how on the first building that like you can hide behind, that's in the open in that big boxed-in area, there's like a little arm, like a construction arm.
Okay.
And he had to sit on that edge at the very tip of that for his scouting mission.
Really?
He stands there, the tank spawns, and he starts backing up, going, whoa, 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 what's going on? I'm like, no, man, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And then, like, the light from the tank goes on him, and he's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? He's like 70%, 75%. I'm like, just stand there, man, you got it, you're almost there. And then get the fuck out of there. And it just shoots him. He just blows up at like 90%. I have never laughed that hard
That
at a
is
newbie's just like
hilarious.
hell in my life, and he had a good time, you know.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
that's what it was about, and it encouraged him to stick around and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
But speaking of
Do you
other,
think he'll still?
I mean, he still plays from time to time. He got a little distracted. You know, a girl came into his life, but
Okay.
and now she went back to
Didn't
school.
really, didn't
So no, different person.
We
And
need
so
rating partners.
We do need more rating partners. Yeah. I'm sorry. Speaking of weird and fun things, those Amanda Holiday quests. Go ahead, Sky.
Oh,
Because I don't even remember what the first one was.
Yeah, I just got on randomly, and then you know how it has like the dot when you go to
Yeah.
the tower. It was just like to the right to all the way to the
The hangar.
yes. And I go to talk to her. I was like, "What is this? Like, did I miss something?" What? And she tells me to go out to what are those missions called? Where you drive around to the
Energy burst.
Energy
Oh
burst.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do
They
that,
do that. You get a
and
crappy sparrow
and get
for it.
to the third level at least. What, 3 times?
No, you have to finish 3 of them, and you have to get to energy level 3 once.
Yes. Oh, it is once. I thought it was the
No.
other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, you finish that, and then after that, you get another quest to what was that other quest?
You have to go do the strike, the fallen saber, and you have to kill.
You have to kill
9
9
of the sniper shanks,
yeah.
and you have to kill.
That was
the
actually
saber.
really simple though.
That one was pretty easy, mostly because they spawn a shit ton,
That-
especially in that last.
I think it was just
room.
that day was really easy because everybody was doing it.
Oh yeah, I got matched up with like
I
a
got matched up.
315 and
Yeah,
like a 316.
We all knew what
and
we were
just,
doing, and we just
boom,
straight up
just
did it all
plowed
in one,
through it. Yeah.
which was really nice. And then after you beat it, you go talk to her, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this sparrow. I wonder what it is." You get it, and it honestly looks like a year 1 like sparrow.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
it
And it's
is.
like a 140 or something like that.
I don't know why they added that. Though.
Well, later on in the quest, one of the rewards is a sparrow upgrade. So I think they mean for you to get an upgrade. I also think it's for people that didn't do
That didn't-
SRL,
Okay.
and like this is a thing for them to get like a
yeah.
160 sparrow in a
makes
very
sense.
easy, accessible way.
Okay.
You know, and then that would also make sense why it comes from Amanda Holiday too.
Yeah.
But it's still weird. It kind of came around for no reason.
Yeah, I got that quest.
I didn't hear
Because
any.
I collected that
Yeah.
quest when I was collecting the recruiter friend quest. And I
Yeah.
saw it's got like a sparrow reward, so I just assumed it was like, oh, okay, she gives you the recruiter friend sparrow reward quest. Well, now I know it's fucking
It
garbage.
was separate. Yes.
It was garbage.
Well, I mean, you get the upgrade. It'll be
What
160.
is the sparrow? What does the sparrow look like?
It looks boring. It's like blue.
It looks like the original, like
Oh,
sparrow, but a
yeah.
different
It's-
color.
it's
Because
blue, right?
I
I'm pretty
have
it's
one of
blue.
those.
Yeah.
I bought the
I think it's like
what is it?
orange,
Emerald
actually.
coil from Zur, the one that turns your sparrows
Yeah.
trail green.
Yes.
I bought that because a long time ago I was like, oh, well, I got like 50 coins. What am I going to use it on? Oh, I'll buy, I guess I'll buy this drive, and
Yeah.
even though I don't have a single fucking sparrow to
That's how
use it
was for
on,
me.
so it's just been sitting in my vault for easily, I don't know, like 5 months.
Yeah. They just used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we got all these really cool sparrows from SRL, and they just trump them hands down. You know.
I hope when they come back with it. Oh man,
I hope they do.
I really want that arc one though. The all black with the lightning.
Yeah,
around
it's
it.
pretty
Oh,
dope.
That is
It's
so cool.
really, really dope. And then the last thing for news before we move on, and I didn't put this in the notes, but there was apparently some sort of issue for people that tried to do the Nightfall for the first few hours of the Tuesday reset. If you tried to do the Nightfall, which happens to be the Sunless Cell this week, there was a bug that prevented people from getting any sort of progression in the Nightfall at all. And then they hot fixed it within a few hours. It wasn't a big issue.
It is sunless.
I
Cell,
also
though.
have a question
We're
for
gonna
both
do
of
that.
you. This
Yes.
is kind of off topic. Did you guys get that exclusive emblem?
The Suros one?
The one for logging in between.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that.
What was it?
Mhm. It was
Did you get it? What's
it
today's-
was like
Did you get it
it's not
yesterday?
really.
Did
you
you
get
get
it
it
today or
yesterday?
yesterday?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I got it
Today?
yesterday. No, it was the 7th through the
It was the 7th
The-
through the 10th, and then because I remember
yeah. That's,
I
it was
logged.
last
I
week.
played the 10th on the 10th with you. We played
Okay.
Crucible.
No, I got it on the
and
the
did a
8th,
strike.
the next day.
No, you had to log in between the 7th and the 10th,
Yeah, no.
and if you had some trackable progress, that they'd give it to you on the 12th. And I did
Oh,
it
is that not-
late
okay.
late on the 10th. It was
Oh,
around
that's
like
what I did.
9 or 10 or whatever
Mhm.
you and I were playing because we got
Mhm.
off work. And I know we did Crucible. We did a daily or something like that, something to get marks. And I also did a strike as well. So I was like, okay, cool. I have the trackable whatever, so I can get the emblem. And I never did.
You
So I'm
really
just-
didn't get it?
Yeah, I never
Oh.
got it.
It's like an all black and red, and then it has like a weird like R thing
Oh, it
to
is
it.
that?
Oh, that's the
I think
Suros thing.
I
You
think I
have
already
it.
have that.
You have it. You had it applied. I'm not sure if that's what it is or not because
Because I got
Oh, and
that.
maybe
No,
it
that's-
has to be.
It's different though. It's like
It has to be.
I think it is
Then
it,
you
yeah.
got it on the 7th when you got
I
everything
remember
else.
I got
because
it that
that's when
day.
I got mine because I also got the shader that day.
What's the shader?
The shader is also the Suros one.
isn't
red
it
and
black,
I-
red, and like
Yes, it's-
silver or
it's
something
the
like that?
Suros
I've
color
got that
scheme.
one.
I
Yeah.
already
yeah.
have. I'm pretty sure I got that a long time ago.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I
I
wiped
thought
my hands of this conversation.
that's what we got for. It was part of like the Suros pack for the Taken King. I got that a long
I don't
time.
know. I got the 2 of them. I didn't get the Suros pack. Maybe they just gave it to us.
Yeah,
Who
I'm-
knows?
You know what? Let's just pull up our Destiny Companion app and find out.
Smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz.
No. Look it up, Cody.
I am. You bet your bottom dollar I will.
Okay.
All right. So let's look here. Yeah, see, I've had
Yeah.
this. I've
Yeah, that
had
one.
no. I got
Or-
this. See, I have
Hold on.
this Iron Banner when I got after
Yeah.
that or whatever. I've had this since. Oh wait, actually, yeah, you pull it up, Sky. It might be a
It
little.
might be a
different.
little bit different.
But if that's it, then that's lame.
I think that is it. I'm pretty sure because it ended up in my vault, and there's no other reason for it to be there because I didn't get the Suros pack.
And was that the shade? No,
Nope.
that's the one I got from.
Nope.
Yeah, that other one I'm pretty sure I have the rights to it. It's the Suros like shader. It's
Yes.
like red and whatever. But
Black and gray.
I'm
or
pretty sure I
something.
deleted it because I was like,
Okay.
I don't like this.
That's fair.
Like, so I could go pull it up from the shader kiosk in the tower.
Suros Fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the one I got.
Anyway, all right, let's move on. You guys are obsessing over your emblems and your
Yeah.
shaders. All right,
Some
so
pretty sweet ones.
we're gonna go into section Cryptarch's backpack, boys. It's gonna be mission number 2. It's gonna be restoration. Who saw that one coming?
Not me.
I didn't.
You did.
I really didn't.
You really did the second mission. You didn't see. I'm
didn't see
excited
it.
for when we get past the initial stem of story missions because we'll have much more options. Like when we do like side missions, we're talking about strikes and stuff like that. But
or the expansion missions.
yes, that stuff exactly. But as it is right now, we're kind of stuck to a pretty strict schedule of things, I suppose. But let's talk about restoration. I was sitting with Cody again last night, and we were talking about it. And here is what the summary of the mission is. Restoration is a story mission that takes place in old Russia, much like the first one. This mission grants the Guardian a warp drive, allowing space exploration to other planets and moons. And that's it. And then we were like, oh. Well, there has to be something else to talk about. It's like last week we talked about, it was the quote tutorial unquote mission where they kind of teach you how to like oh, jump over these cars, oh my god, sprint around, here's the gun, blah blah blah, shoot the aliens.
You're a zombie.
Yeah, pretty much. And Cody and I were like, oh well, shit, there's really nothing else to do. And he actually pulled up one of his alternate characters, and he hadn't done that mission yet. And so he played the mission as his maxed out striker titan. And there is a point at the end when a Archon, a fallen Archon, actually comes out of the wall at the end.
To bitch slap you.
He tries to. We were like sitting there and we're like, oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about those guys then, because that's interesting. So I looked up a little bit about fallen Archons. Fallen being, an enemy race. It's a little like bug dudes that aren't
Can be
bugs.
an enemy race.
Can be an enemy race, can also be an ally race if you're from the reef, I suppose. And we were like, let's talk about that a little bit. And I'm actually kind of excited for this first part of these discussions about learning more about these enemy races, because it's not clear, like it's not evident in direct gameplay, this sort of stuff, but it's in the grimoire. So this kind of gives us an excuse to like look at it in a structured way, right? So that dude that comes out, he's a fallen Archon, and here's what I found, right? Archons are high priests of the fallen who act as the intermediary between the Kel, which is like the main high dude, and the prime servitor, which is the floating shit of each house.
Big floating eyeball.
Yeah. If an Archon falls, that house's prime servitor becomes vulnerable to attack. Archons fight just like captains. That's what people always think they're captains. Including their blink ability and shrapnel launcher, those fucking asshole things.
That you pick up at the end of most missions.
No, that's different.
That's a different
This
one.
is the shotguns, the long range spread shotgun.
Oh,
things.
yeah. Okay.
Except they also have an ultra smash ability that they use against guardians who get too close. Cody almost died to it the other day.
So no swords.
Not quite though.
This attack can be enough to kill a guardian or knock them back and severely damage them.
Unless you take a knee to that motherfucker's face.
That's what Cody did, and it was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It was the funniest thing. He didn't even mean to do it. He just like was sprinting at him and trying to punch him, and just ended up just like
Kneeing
shoulder
him in the
charging at
forehead,
last second. Just
and he died.
It was really great.
It was fantastic.
It was really really
It
great.
was the perfect
like,
way to end.
"Oh!"
Perfect way to end a 5-minute mission.
Was your girlfriend there at that time? Kristen was there. I think she was busy doing something else. We were like, ooh, and that was.
Yeah, I think that's
just
when
for
she was
us.
on the phone.
Yeah, it was just for us at that point in time.
That was a good time.
That was fine.
It doesn't mean she wouldn't have appreciated it.
No, maybe not. But yeah, so there is a hierarchy within the Fallen and that guy that you kill, and that's why this was such a big deal. Your ghost is like, oh, that was an Archon that could really cripple the Fallen, cripple the Fallen, blah blah blah, and you're like, really? I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't get it. But he was from the House of Devils, which is a primary house of Fallen, and he's a Fallen Archon, I guess. So a priest, a high priest of the Fallen. I didn't know that they had to have.
One of the many?
Yes, there are There are a bunch. There's like a list of 5 or 6 that we know of, and this one you just kill outright. You know, as a level 2 or whatever. Wow, what a bitch!
It was me last night, and you were over 290 and doing it for the first time on that character.
Yeah, that's true.
Took you like 3 bullets and 1 knee to the forehead.
It's
and
very
you're done.
easy. That's true. I mean, I don't really blame that dude. He's waiting for level 2 guy to show up, and this level 40 just shows up and knees him in the face. He's like, well, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even get to do anything.
Bogus, man.
That's bullshit. Give me another
I'm
try,
uninstalling.
Put me in, coach.
Put me back out there.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for that mission. There's not a whole lot to talk about, and we're already running pretty long, so I suppose that this is a good opportunity for us to just kind of roll through to the next section. So let's talk about the Hall of Guardians, which is the section where we ask you guys a question or something like that, and you guys respond to us. And so this week we had 2 people respond pretty quickly that are also friends of the show. Dylan and Aiden, I talked about them earlier. I did Trials of Osiris with them this weekend. Great guys. So Dylan, the question was, what are your hopes for Destiny in the upcoming year? This can be expansion speculation, personal goals, etc. So on the Facebook, we got a response from Dylan. My hopes for this year is to finally go flawless in Trials, boonless and with boons. But also I would like to reach 320. I also hope they don't bring back Sparrow Racing League, because no one likes driving something that is a hitbox shaped and as fluid as Flubber, but a weird shaped hitbox. But good luck with the show, guys. Thanks, Dylan, you asshole. You know I enjoy Sparrow Racing. You're a jerk.
Hey, Dylan. I share your sentiment. Thank you.
Fuck you, Cody. Aiden said, as a fairly new player to Destiny, most of my hopes for the year boil down to personal goals. These goals are of a large variety, from continuing to get better at the Crucible, actually learning what happened in the story, and even finally learning what I should be doing as a fairly new player to the game. I'm quite lost in this huge world with no idea of which way to go. Hopefully, I can solve that with your help. Thanks, Aiden. Or he could just ask me personally. But he's actually starting to listen to the show. He was telling me he was one of the people that gave a bunch of feedback. So thanks to the 2 of you guys for appreciating your responses. So
want to get chilies?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This next this upcoming week's question is, if you could learn more about any character in the tower, who would it be and why? I love this question. I thought it was really good. Cody seems like he's ready to go. I
just like the question a lot.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a really good question. Made me think about the game in ways I haven't really thought about. Yeah, you know, let's do that up. Because I didn't really give a shit about any of the characters around the tower, especially year 1, because, you just go to them for this or that. But with the Taken King, they really gave personality to a lot of flat ass.
Do you mean
mostly
voices?
Cade? Yeah, well, the voices, but the
Yeah.
cutscenes and such.
Yeah.
Ways that make you a little bit more invested in the game, I suppose, because it gives you a little bit more like it's not just me doing this all with the speaker. I'm the speaker's bitch doing this and that, fighting the darkness.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, there are these other NPCs or whatever. Oh look, it's Richard Castle. So the character, honestly, one of the first that popped in my head for being the most interested is Cade.
Right.
But that's because he's the
Cade's
charismatic robot hunter.
Yeah.
That's just like,
great.
I've got all the comedic relief, dog.
He really does. Actually, I don't know. I think Zavala is just so fucking dry that he's funny.
Yeah, he's just a big boner.
Yeah. It's like, welcome, Guardian. Did you do your math homework?
But
So Cade's your answer, or are you choosing somebody else?
Cade, I'm also interested in just like Amanda Holiday. What the fuck is that chick's deal?
Plus, she's pretty babelicious.
She's got, I'm the only one in the tower with an accent. Why do I have a southern accent when we all live in one city on Earth? I don't quite get it, but you know what?
Here's a ship.
Who cares, man? Now go race your Spyro.
But do it with heart.
Do it with heart. You got one lap. Let's do it, Guardian.
Oh my god. All right,
Yeah, Cade. I'm interested in Cade just because he's kind of the most interesting. So I'm also interested in one of the most dry characters, the fucking Cryptarch.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Eris.
Yeah.
Hurry back now, Guardian. We enjoy the challenge.
Oh, we're talking about,
Yeah, the Cryptarch.
yeah.
Oh, Master Raoul. The dude with the most dope rap artist name. Man. Dude, when is Master Raoul gonna drop his
You ever
new
like
mixtape?
listen to
I
him,
think-
like
I think-
standing next to him, the
But
things he
yes,
says?
sometimes I'll just
ridiculous.
AFK next
It's
to him and he
ridiculous.
just says some weird shit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well,
And then, like, as you're
that
like
one was a
leaving to
mistake.
orbit,
Yeah.
it'll like still say stuff as you're like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
loading screen.
yeah, he's like,
Oh, he doesn't even care that his fingerprints are all over this. He doesn't even care that we know.
by the way, I have to give a shout out. That rap artist joke, I believe, was because of Dylan. Thanks, buddy. So funny. All right, cool. So your answer is Cade, kind of Amanda Holiday, and also the Cryptarch. But let's just say Cade for simplicity's
Yeah.
sake. All right. I enjoy your enthusiasm.
Thanks.
Sky, what about you?
I don't know. I like Eris. I like how very mysterious she is, and I know she's gonna be a big part in this next either expansion or whatever they do.
You know she is? In your heart of hearts. Sky.
Well, I mean, for the last video,
Well, it's pretty
she
heavily,
has something going on with the queen. I
pretty
guess
heavily implied. What the queen is? What's the queen? Anyway?
Oh God.
Awoken.
What's that?
And a warlock.
Isn't it the chick from the
You're talking
Saber
about the
mission?
Queen of the Reef, right?
no, it's
No.
at the end, the final cutscene. Once you defeat Oryx,
sorry.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
pre-Sunless Cell and all that stuff, you defeat. And she's on the Dreadnought, and she walks up to the sword, Oryx's sword that's in the ground like Excalibur. And she talks about how she's like, I won't fail you, my queen, or something along those lines. And it's kind of ominous. You just have no idea. That's, what gave Sky his conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
the
but
fact that
that's
it's so
done with. I already
so
read
vague.
I read the lore and
Is it-
all that stuff.
it's gone?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Oh, that's a shame.
There's so much more to
That's
it.
a shame.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
told
at
you,
least-
man.
no,
Told you, bitch.
Here's okay. A testament to Sky Fitch right here. He went out of his way to prove himself wrong. Lots of people would just hang tight to their conspiracy theories and just look for evidence, and that's it.
I did for a while.
Yeah,
I was like
I
looking
know.
for it.
No,
And I was
you
like,
did
you know
know.
what?
We
Screw
got-
this. I'm just gonna read it all.
We
We got in a little shitstorm one time. I was like, no, dude, no.
But yeah, I realized that she's definitely not. She's definitely just a old freaking guardian that
Or
couldn't handle enough.
post Guardian at this
well,
point.
she got
actually.
like pretty much
She doesn't
jailed
have a
into
ghost
the.
anymore.
Yeah,
does
she's not a
she?
guardian anymore. I don't think.
She's not. Well,
No, she technically is. I
She
think you're still a
technically
guardian,
is,
but I
but
don't think she's a ghost anymore.
she lost all her guardian,
Her entire
buddies,
fire
her-
team.
Yeah, her entire fire team that she lost, and then she got
And
like
she's blind.
captured into. I don't know. Was it the Dreadnought? No, it was somewhere else. Into
the Ascendant Realm.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it's on the moon.
Yeah, and
the,
she gets trapped
the
there for
Hellmouth.
like ever.
Isn't it the
Oh,
Hellmouth?
yeah.
She's
Yeah,
in the Hellmouth.
Hellmouth, yeah.
Yeah.
She gets trapped there forever and learns how to. I don't know.
She like
speak
loses
and-
her sight and
Yeah.
like, but she can still function or whatever the fuck she is. with
Yes.
her.
And
Her
also-
But she
magical, her
studied
magic
and,
orb.
like learned a
She's-
lot of stuff while she's down there.
depressed
so.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and she can like
a lot of stuff she
she can
doesn't
speak
mention
Hive.
because
She's
that's
you know
why I think
she's your Hive translator.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
why I
no,
think
she
it's
is.
gonna be part of the expansion. She's gonna unleash it all from
Ever
this.
Yep.
set your ball
Because
off
of-
my
She
table.
The
somehow
first-
made a plan with somebody down there, and then now they're gonna unleash in this whole new expansion, and I can't wait.
I still hope it's a Cabal expansion, but that's just me.
I thought you said Fallen.
I do want Fallen, but realistically,
They
Then we
have-
said after
they've
I
had
just
Fallen.
don't
Fallen.
want any more Hive. I don't want any more
Hive,
Let's take a
Fallen,
break.
Yeah,
Hive.
Hive.
Let's take a
that's
break.
cool.
No, it'd be
Yeah.
even. What else would be cool? Introducing a new
race.
race
A new
altogether.
race?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd be down.
A
but
40+ race.
Let's not.
Yeah, let's
not-
save that for later.
Let's
Be
not-
Let's save that
the
for later.
Super Hive.
No more.
They
no
all have
more.
capes on, and that's it. All right, so Eris, was your answer?
Yes, Eris, and to tell you the truth, I can get into her. You know,
All right, man. That's
I can get into that.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three-
Now,
Three-eyed
when you say get in,
Blood.
He means read her wiki page.
Yes, that and drink bathwater.
Okay. All right, so that leaves me again. My answer to the question is the speaker. I feel like there's
Yeah,
a lot of gray area with that.
that's also
motherfucker.
another one that I
Yeah.
because he's so important. Yet it's like, what the fuck does this guy do?
I was listening to another Destiny podcast, and they were talking extensively about Saint 14, who leaves behind his armor pieces, and there's actually bits and pieces of the story all around. It's a Titan. You know, the helmet looks like the sparring with like the fucking bristles on top and stuff like that. Helm of Saint 14. There's a whole bunch of stuff that involves the speaker, that Titan, and like other like an old warlock and a bunch of stuff. It's very extensive. It's an entire story. I'm not going to go into it here, but he has a very pivotal role in like old guardians that are now legends. In the
become legend.
Yeah, that kind of yes. Oh God, the catchphrase. And he has a lot of history and stuff that isn't apparent. You don't know that until you read the grimoire, until you pick up all these armor pieces and read these quotes and shit like
some
that.
Invested research,
like really super invested research. But it is.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. Yeah, because they allude to all these characters, like the warlock Osiris.
That's the
trials.
Warlock.
Trials.
Warlock.
That's what I was gonna. As soon as you said that, I assumed that was my guess because you have the I forget which mission it is, but yeah, you've got like voice recordings of him, like from the Warlock Osiris. Is that the Sunbreaker mission or something?
No, I believe it's a Stormbreaker.
No, it's whatever. I'm not going to pretend like I know because I can't give it exactly.
But yes, like you do encounter stuff.
It's a later mission.
Yes. But yeah, Osiris and Saint 14 and the speaker were like all like compadres. But more importantly, I want to learn more about the speaker because I feel like there's something kind of sinister going on with that. Like I don't think he's as benevolent or as good altruistic as he's coming across to be. Like I feel I get like a weird almost sort of like phony religious leader thing from him.
Yeah,
like that sort of feel. I speak for the traveler now that it's
cult leader.
Now that it's whatever. Yeah, he basically feels like a cult leader. And I want to learn more about him. I'd like to have coffee with him and accuse him of a bunch of stuff.
Hopefully it'll be in an expansion then.
Oh, maybe. I also want to see what his fucking face looks like.
Yeah,
that'd
be nice.
Touching down on things that we don't really know much about, the factions. I want to know more about the factions.
Yeah, what they're about. Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, and First War.
Something else that we can elaborate more on later, though.
Yes, that's true. So, okay. All right, cool. So the question again this week, if you guys would like to respond, the question is, if you could learn more about any character in the tower, who would it be and why? And you can answer on our Facebook page, which has been all nicely set up and stuff like that. I know. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Just search for the Space Police Podcast, and you'll find it there. You can follow us on Twitter at Space Police Show. Last week I said Space Police Podcast. That was out of habit. I'm so sorry. It's actually at Space Police Show. Or you can send us an email to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com. And if you would like any of those in writing, just go ahead and check the show notes for this show, and it'll be listed there. But we're not done quite yet. We have one more section before we're done this evening. Normally we'll have two, but we don't have any emails this week, so please send emails. We'd love to read them and talk to you and stuff. The last section is going to be our new level 40 advice section. And this is actually kind of like an existing level 40 question that you just find out over time. But I wanted to have kind of an extended conversation about what sort of weapon is right for you and how to find it. And what about different weapons in that same subclass makes them unique? So we're talking about differences between PvE, PvE, PvP, and even within PvP, like let's say hand cannon Sky. What differences between the Hawk Moon and whatever fucking else you use?
Last word.
Right. So Sky, why don't you give us like a little rundown, because Cody and I have been talking a shit ton. Why don't you give us a little rundown about like how you came to like hand cannons and like what you like about them in comparison to other weapons?
I actually have always played hand cannons since year one. The first time I started, I was like, this is badass. I feel like a cowboy. I just want to run around with a damn magnum in my hand and just blast everything. I love hand cannons. It's great. And plus, when you actually get the hang of it and actually learn how to control a recoil for the gun that you actually have, because every gun has a different recoil, but you learn to work with it. Like the Hawk Moon, it's got a pretty crazy recoil, but I've learned how to control it like really good. And the best part is it's got 4 bullets out of the chamber, like we said last week, that it just destroys people. I've killed people in two shots, like plenty of times.
Right, but I know the guns are good, but what about hand cannons specifically do you like the way that they feel, the way you shoot them, like when they're in PvP versus PvE, like what about hand cannons has sold you on them?
The feel and the look.
Okay.
A lot of the look, because it just feels badass to have just a one-handed,
Just a big gnarly
big
hand
pistol in your
rocket.
hand
Yeah.
instead
You
of
just blow something to pieces.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
couple, and only a couple shots.
I
too.
share that sentiment. I've been
yeah.
a fan of just like a powerful.
And well, in
handgun for some
PvP, I
reason.
love it because it feels good to kill somebody in 2 shots from a range, or and around corners like really quick. I love the pre-fire with that thing. It's great.
Yeah.
PvE
High
feels
impact.
great because you literally can kill when you get like a 310. My Hawkmoon's 310 now. You can kill anybody in like 1 shot. Just shoot them in the fucking head. Well, not anybody. You know what I mean. I can kill a captain or a major in a matter of like a couple shots, like 3 or 4 shots, and then you get their shield down. Actually, if you get their shield down first, I can kill them in 1 shot, just shooting them in the face right after.
Yeah.
Which I love, because then you have a pulse rifle or scout rifle. It takes a couple shots and it's not as fast, I don't think, as a Hawkmoon. I don't know.
I mean,
Well, with
these
my
are all
Hawkmoon.
preferences that
Yeah.
we're talking about here.
But then there's the last word. And
Bitch.
I want that hand cannon so
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's so
Sky.
quick, and it
It's
shoots
so quick.
just as strong as the Hawkmoon, which
so
is great.
strong.
But it doesn't have those random 4 bullets in it.
It doesn't, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It
when
doesn't
has
matter
that
because
speed.
you can shoot one
Yeah,
after
hip
another.
firing is really
so
nice with
fast.
that.
You can
Yeah.
shoot so fast, and if you have a piece of armor that for hand cannon reloader, it reloads so fast.
Yeah.
And
Well, especially when
Blade
you have,
Dancer, I like to use
Blade
it. I use it on my
Dancer,
hunter. Use the Blade
immediate,
Dancer,
yeah.
weapons ready. That
Oh
thing
man,
flips around your finger. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
yeah.
Like,
And then you have that and the 1,000-yard stare back and forth. which
that's
is just-
actually what is on my hunter
yeah,
right
it's
now.
the best. It's the best combo, honestly. It's the best combo. It's amazing. But yeah, my Blade Dancer, I do that too with, well, of course, without the last word. But I've been using a lot of Night Stalker lately. It's been really fun, actually, because I have actually had a couple bounties.
In tandem
For-
with your hand cannon usage, you mean?
Yes. And then they brought back the 3-shot shadow shot, and I'm really excited. I can't believe they got rid of that for that time. I don't know why they got rid of it for a while and then came back with it.
It was just bugged.
It was okay. All right. It
was-
was,
Yeah,
very
there
OP.
was- There was a
Quiver.
bug.
But then,
Quiver, yes.
Quiver,
there
and
was-
they just shortened it, like
Right.
the what do you call it? The length of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
duration.
wasn't the bug. The
Yeah.
bug was like there was a bug that you could have unlimited shots or something.
I don't remember
like
what
that.
it was. Yeah,
No, I
I
don't
think
know
it
about
was a
that,
wide
but-
variety of things. That was one of them.
Yeah.
But okay, so Sky's our advocate for hand cannons. I don't want to get too caught up in
Love hand
subclass
cannons.
talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Cody, what's your favorite type of weapon?
Wow, myself. It's
And
for
why?
me. It caters to the scenario and the character. I don't know why, but I feel like a hand cannon just goes with a hunter for some reason. Maybe it's that
A
it's
little bit with warlocks too, I think.
it's like a high agility character. On top of that being a high impact, it's not as high rate of fire, but it's high impact. And you put the last word on a hunter. Whew, let me tell you, you're gonna smoke some kids with that, bud. You don't even. The sights are worthless. I mean, you can aim down this. I'd say if you're gonna use the sight with the last word, you use it for that first shot. And
Yeah,
if they're far
You said
away,
last week,
but
yeah.
you hit them with that first
pretty
shot
cool.
zoomed in, and then you just
Blast away.
you just unload that entire clip. Unload that clip. Like if you're not, it doesn't matter. You can't aim. Whatever. You just unload that clip. You'll probably kill them because you can just shoot that gun so fast. But I mean, I'm not gonna just jerk off onto the hand cannons like Sky. I really, when it comes to hand cannons, the only one I'm really fond of is the last word. I have the Hawkmoon. I didn't use it that much just because it didn't really work for my main
I
when
do
I
have an
got it.
alternative though, the hard light.
But yeah, I can really get into a lot of guns. It's a matter of PvE, PvP. I really enjoy scout rifles and pulse rifle. I enjoy a pulse rifle because it's got the precision and range, not as much damage, but you can have a good rate of fire. Hawksaw. That's my long range primary for my hunter, where the mid and like just I'm trying to fuck people up real close with PvP. That's the last word.
Yeah.
My Titan, I've got my Midas multi-tool for
baby.
Love
that
you need that
gun.
precision damage.
Sky.
PvE doesn't matter. It's good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I do have the antipodal hindsight for an auto rifle, which at times can double as like a scout rifle almost, because I forget which. It has the same perks as a certain exotic, where it's the last half of the clip is increased damage, and when you aim in, it's reduced fire speed.
Oh,
So you're hip firing, it's like, and then you aim in, it's like, which you can, at that point, you can just tap, 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 tap. You don't even have to hold it for the continuous. You can just go, like, what you want with it aimed in.
that's pretty cool.
But I mean,
that kind of puts it like in a unique space.
It does, but at the same time, it can also be a pain in the ass when you're using that with the reduced fire rate when you're shooting someone at a it's good when you're shooting at someone at a distance because it's not shooting so fast, recoil, and what have you. But at the same time, they can just, as a matter of factly, kill you first because it's not getting the rounds out fast enough. And having to hip fire with that gun to shoot it faster can really screw you over if they're not close enough. But that's also...
And that's what comes good
excellent for
certain classes.
PvE. Excellent for PvE because since it's not as much damage it takes to put these enemies down, you can just go bat, bat, bat. Ooh, I bumped the mic there. My bad. Bat, bat. You can just fire off all these headshots and put thralls and such down one after another while having a 32 bullet clip. So you just keep going. And then when you have a lot up close to you, you hit fire and you're still putting them down just as fast.
Yeah.
But I mean,
when it comes to Thor, you should get the bad juju, man. That thing is
when I heard you talking about that, I was jealous. But what it really comes down to, I'd say one of my I really love like single shot precision rifles, the multi-tool. I'm really about getting that multi-tool. I'm really about using that.
My area of
preference.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really. For me, it's circumstantial as a matter. It depends on the character, the play build. What kind of perks you got, the armor you've got. If you've got a loader or something. Because really, having just that one piece of armor that can help that single gun can just make a world's difference for you.
Yeah.
Especially on a gun that has a painful reload speed, and you get that reloader that can just turn everything.
So is it my turn?
Oh, it's most definitely your turn,
okay.
baby.
I'm sorry. All right, so I like Cody was saying, and I kind of alluded to, my favorite weapons in this game are pulse rifles and scout rifles. Very much so. Mostly because when it comes to shooters in the past, I'm not sure if it's because I played so much Halo in the past. It probably is because I played so much Halo in the past. I loved battle rifles. And I love DMRs.
Oh, the DMR.
I love medium to long range accurate weapons that even if somebody comes up in front of you and you spam fast enough and you back home and go, sometimes you can still pull off a kill.
Yeah.
I love medium to long range. It's so great. And so when this game caters to people like me who also like to run around like an idiot and shoulder charge people and also have that thing, like the multi-tool, I fall in love a little bit. And you just gotta hold me while I cry myself to sleep in happiness, But I also do have a special place in my heart for the Hawk Saw, which was my first love. My first love. It's a really great gun. But I dislike things like hand cannons because for some reason I just can't get a hang of it. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I'm not very good at the whole quick fire stuff. That sort of stuff doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't feel right. Sniper rifles, I'm a big fan of. We didn't really talk about secondaries.
No, we didn't. I was thinking about it, but I was
what do you play with your Titan? Do you play shotgun or snipers?
I play shotgun with the striker.
That's what I.
It depends. It really depends on the map, but in most places, in most cases, more so than any other.
I switch around for primaries for him because it depends on the shotgun. Because I use conspiracy theory, but then
we all do.
I also have invective though, and I like that gun.
God damn it. Invective, man.
It's awesome.
I have
I have to switch
but I can't
to
use
like
because it's 280.
Yeah, I have to switch to like a legendary. Like I have some PvP pistol you get from one of the last winnings that you get from after a match.
Yeah,
but I think it's called Asylum or Elysium or something. It's like weird. It's
Elysium.
Oh, Elysium.
Is it Elysium?
Yeah. Which one are you talking about? Elysium.
It's the hand cannon. The legendary one.
Yeah. I have that. Yeah, I got.
It's not bad.
That was one of those raid items I got 1,000 copies of.
Yeah.
But
we're
go for it. Sorry.
No, it just the point being, when you're looking for a gun that fits you, like the three of us talk pretty passionately about the guns that we like by name, like it's a big deal. Like it differs in this game from. And this happens mostly at the legendary tier, like blue tier, like they're all pretty much the same, rare. But at legendary, like each gun is pretty unique. Like no pulse rifle is just like the other one. Like generally the same sort of idea will apply. Burst, long range for a pulse rifle. For a scout rifle, you're doing one shot. Sometimes the recoil's a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But like finding the right weapon for you basically starts at figuring out what sort of subclass of weapons you want to commit to, and then finding one that you really, really like. And you can watch some videos, figure out how to acquire certain guns. But the best way to do it is just get your hands on them. And then go out and patrol, do some crucibles, try them out and stuff like that.
Just find one for your playstyle.
And you'll be just as happy as the three of us with what we already have and what we already want as well. Like, we already know what the next weapons are that we want. I want sleeper stimulus so bad.
Well, we all know what I want already.
Yeah.
I don't. We could. What gun did you need? I'm sorry. What gun did you want?
I'm gonna steal
That
this.
also reminds me. I've actually forgotten a long time ago, but I do have a last word quest from Amanda Holiday on my Warlock that I got a long time ago.
Quest?
I'm not sure.
What?
I never bothered with it.
Oh, by the way, during SRL, if you had last word equipped, you could have completed that quest while doing races. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh wow,
I didn't know you.
So
had
wait, you
it.
have to have it first to get that quest?
It's quite literally just using the gun in Crucible. That's the quest.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have it to get it. I didn't ever bother with it before because I only had my year 1 last word, and it just dawned on me earlier actually that I should throw that one onto my Warlock and do the quest, because now I have my upgraded last word, my year 2, just under 300, so it's not going to be a real penalty to light or what have you.
No, and especially if you're doing regular Crucibles, just mediate
yeah,
that out
yeah,
anyway. But yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna wrap us up because we're running a little bit long here right now. So normally this is where we would go into our mailbag section, but we don't have any emails. So
come on, guys, please.
Again, go ahead and send any thoughts or questions or what have you to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com. And here we are at the end of the show. If you'd like to again follow us on Twitter, that's @SpacePoliceShow. If you'd like to like our Facebook, we would love you for it. Please leave us please leave us a review and subscribe on iTunes. We're listed there. And then also visit our website at www.warfinch.com. And then also, for those of you that have been WarFinch listeners in the past, Leaguecast or what have you, we redid all of the reward tiers on our Patreon page. That's the way you guys can support us and also get some really cool stuff for doing so. So I'd invite you to go over to the Patreon page that we have. That's patreon.com/WarFinch and look at the new stuff. They include, well, obviously, acknowledgments at the beginning of all of our shows on a monthly basis, which we'll be doing next week for the 11 patrons we currently have. Shout out to you guys. But it is also an exclusive podcast with 2 or more hosts of all of our shows, sometimes intermingled. That happens once a month. That's exclusive just for you guys to listen to on there. And also a poster and t-shirt club, and then more things to be added in the future. I know Nick and Aiden were talking about possibly doing some VOD reviews and coaching for League of Legends and stuff like that. So I invite you guys to go check that out. But other than that, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for listening, making this part of your week. We'll see you in 7 or so days. Farewell.
Bye.
Later.
Have a good time.